You you'll never get that web death.
No, I probably won't. I don't think I played Classic long enough to get to the Wrath of the Lich King expansion.
Yeah, man, I feel that.
But even then, they probably would have changed the stats on it, so it sucked. Didn't they like take all 1.3 speed daggers out of the game?
Yeah, yeah,
They probably just like went back and changed its stats.
I can see that.
That's what they did with every other weapon I wanted to wield.
Yeah, it's weird when I went back after not playing for a long time, and I was like, okay, if I remember right, this is going to be what I need to do for the daggers I need. And then I was like, oh, it's completely different. I forgot that they changed it.
I literally got into Burning Crusade, leveled my blacksmithing, like liquidated all my money to level blacksmithing to max it out so I could craft two of the weapons. And they changed the weapons from one hand to main hand only.
Yeah, yeah, fucking
I quit
rough,
on the spot. That was
rough.
bad. That was a bad one.
All right, so sorry, we were chatting about a few things we used to do back in the day when we used to play WoW. Uh, Going to start it up. This is the Sandpit, episode 8. Uh, I am Tom. The other people on with me is Stoba
That's me. Yep.
and Abe.
Hello, hello. I'm talking Mexican, etc.
He is our diverse hire. Uh, uh,
We still believe in DIE here,
I mean,
or DEI.
y-
DEI.
they're getting rid of it in a lot of companies that were like pushing hard for it. Uh, like so much so that one of the companies I used to work for, a retail company, they gave out shirts for Pride Week, pretty much. Uh,
Free
and
shirts. Hell yeah.
yeah, I mean, little shirts to the team members to wear to show that the company supports the Pride Month and all that stuff. And then as soon as a customer complained about the shirt, it was rainbow colored in their name. That was it. Complained about the shirt. The company sent down a wide thing of like nobody can wear it. You get wrote up immediately if you're wearing it.
It took one complaint.
One complaint. It took one complaint.
That's surprising lack of spine.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Um,
it's a numbers thing. It's a numbers thing. There's more straight people than there are, gay people,
Are we sure
or
about that? What if
mm,
there's more gay people, but they're just deeply closeted?
all right. Well, I mean, maybe, but regardless, you know, you stand to lose more money. Uh, And because let me tell you this, no one's gonna give you business just because you're rocking giving out rainbow
mhm.
stuff or you know, but people definitely will stop. Like remember the whole Budweiser thing?
Yeah, I was gonna uh, compare it to Target and what they were doing, and the
Right.
level of hate that people would show at stores. Um, it's ridiculous how hate outweighs not hate. Uh,
No, I think you're right. I think it's hate. They did
no,
the same thing with the YouTube algorithm for a while, remember?
yeah.
Remember when you could dislike videos and it actually boosted it in the algorithm more than likes?
Mm-hmm.
Because people would be more engaged with shit they hated than stuff they loved.
Yeah. Hate sells. Sex and hate both sell.
Yeah. I mean,
I
if
guess
you
so.
fall in love with somebody, you get married, who can say if it's gonna last, right? If you like the same things. But if you hate the same things, oh my God, that's a
Oh my
relationship
God,
that can
yeah.
last a long time.
Yeah. That's so true. That is so true.
Yeah.
You never get tired of hating something.
No, it's always fun.
I wouldn't say it's always fun.
Oh,
Uh,
it's always fun. I can
it's
name 10,000 things I hate right now.
you know what? You're right. Um, it
Snowpiercer was a bad movie.
it may not feel like it's fun, but deep down it is part of what we are. Snowpiercer?
Oh,
What the fuck was it?
oh,
Snowpiercer was
so
I've
I
never seen it.
no, hey, it might have not been great. It it was what it needed to be. Like I enjoyed it.
What's it
it's
about?
okay.
What?
Man, we can't get into this.
Oh,
Okay,
We can't get
yeah,
into
oh,
this.
yeah.
yes we can, yes we can. So
Oh
it's
god.
it's an apocalypse movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where the only survivors are on this train that continuously goes around the world or around wherever the track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Big
The
ass train
entire
tracks.
world froze over, and the only
Yes,
people left alive are on a train that circumnavigates the entire planet, and it
right.
plows up all the snow in front of it to feed the engine eternally.
Okay.
Yes. So based on what level of ticket you bought is what car you're in, and the people at the very back are the steerage,
Mm-hmm.
basically. And they kind of are like, you know, kind of like us. It's basically it's basically about capitalism and
Yeah, I was gonna say,
how
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So,
Poor
but
people are at the back, the rich people are at the front. Poor
yeah.
people
yeah,
in the back are so poor, all they can eat are bugs. The people at the
yes,
front are so rich, they like throw away entire feasts.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, normal
and they're on
stuff.
source of drugs. Yeah.
So why don't you like it, Stova?
Brother,
You
it's
still
a bad movie.
let me
Just the
rephrase that.
acting is bad, the action's horrible, the
What?
storyline's terrible, the dialogue's bad, the action scenes are dumb. It's a bad movie.
But there's bad movies out there, but what causes you to hate it?
Look, it's not that I hate it especially much. I really think it's a bad movie, but it received almost universal critical acclaim. People loved it. It's very highly regarded.
Is it really? I've never even fucking
And
heard of it.
there's like two movies I feel that way about. The other one is The Hurt Locker, which I also thought was fucking awful.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, but I didn't really thought the movie itself was good.
Yeah, didn't mean to derail everybody. I just
No, it's
like you said, we started talking about shit I hated, and it was very engaging.
it was, and
I
you
do
know,
hate things,
and that's the thing
but you know what I
is,
don't hate, Tom?
hmm,
I don't hate people.
that's a lie.
You know, it's not. I don't hate people for their beliefs
Yeah,
or
You
their
there's
know,
sexualities.
yeah,
Very
well,
inclusive.
speaking about
that's
not
very
hating
true.
people, speaking of not hating people, in Snowpiercer, there's a scene where the main antagonist is having a little confessional breakdown type of thing, and he's like, "I hate the fact that I know what people taste like, and I hate the fact that I know that babies taste the best."
Oh man,
Yeah,
that
yeah, he
view,
does say that.
Yep, yep.
God, that
That's
remind.
that's the part that sold it for me like that. I was like, oh, "Okay, that's
And
great.
that's
This,
the
this
part
is
where it
pretty good."
lost me. That's he lost me there.
Did you guys ever see the movie? I think it was called Tall Grass,
Nah.
where
No.
this family like goes into a cornfield, but the cornfield is not magical, but like it changes. It's a horror movie, but there's this one part, spoilers, where this lady that's pregnant, she has the baby, and one of the other people that are with the group, or the dad or something like that, who in um this reality, because the idea of the overarching theme of it is like you go into the corn maze and you go through it was a doorway to different realities or different timelines of what you're doing that normally leads to your death. But anyways, the baby was born. He started feeding the baby to the mom. Uh, always stood out to me.
Right? Cornfield sounds a lot like a bath salts analogy.
Or Mother. Have you guys ever seen Mother?
That movie is by the same person that did Snowpiercer. I
Oh my
didn't watch
God,
it, but I was just looking up the director.
dude, yeah, Abe, I think you'd love it. It's Stoba, I think you might like it. It's like the person is either caught in hell or
I did see this one actually. Yeah, I did. It was very confusing.
yeah. I think I really like the concept that or how open-ended it lets you just kind of put together
Yeah.
what you see or what you've viewed. Sorry to talk about movies so much too. I love movies. Um, and have strong opinions about a lot of them. I used to
Yeah, yeah.
actually do little reviews of them after I'd watch them back oh, fuck a long time ago, 2005, 2012, I think. Anyways,
No, I used to love watching movies too, man. Back when I had a little more free time,
yeah, I feel that.
it was
Yeah,
always a blast.
Snowpiercer, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it. You can watch it. Give us your review on the next pod.
I'll see if Deanna wants to watch it with me. Um,
Uh,
so
you know, for
mhm.
Snowpiercer, I would say go in and give it the same liberties that you would like a comic book movie, where it's like, yeah, it's not realistic. It's kind of cartoony in certain aspects.
Yeah,
So take it that way.
sounds like
It
a
requires some suspension of disbelief.
it sounds like a
Yes,
typical
yes.
B movie, right? Like it's enjoyable, but like the idea is more what you're enjoying.
Yeah, yeah.
I will say it had high production values. You know, they got big actors. They got
Hmm.
Ed Harris. I love Ed Harris and everything he does.
I'm gonna have to look him up. I, I'm so bad
Oh,
with
you'll
names.
you'll know who he is the second you see him. He was he was the director in the Truman
Oh,
Show.
that dude. Man,
Yeah.
I don't like him. I hate him.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Strong opinions indeed.
I
He was the bad guy in this one too, right?
Not to spoil it, but yes.
Well, I mean, you know, he's the someone's got to be the bad guy. So
Yeah, yeah. And obviously the guy at the very front of the train is gonna be the worst.
right, just like in real life.
that's
You know, train conductors I think have a really tough job. I
Well,
think they have to
not
like they, they go through some bad shit with like having to witness
oh,
too many suicides.
oh man,
okay. Well,
yeah.
actual train conductors, yes, but I mean in the analogy, the people in front of
Oh yeah,
capitalism.
of course. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, analogy wise.
yeah. Ed Harris is basically Elon Musk.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, I hate Ed Harris. I never really like seeing him in anything. I feel like there's one show or something of that nature I may like him in, but I don't know why. He just rubs me the wrong way. Speaking of hate,
Yeah,
um, and since we're talking about movies a little bit, man, Toxic Avenger that's coming out.
That's right, Peter Dinklage.
I'm gonna be honest with
mhm.
you. I hate that Peter Dinklage is Toxic Avenger. Toxie.
Do you hate him because he's a little person?
No. I
Okay. Do you hate it because the Toxic Avenger should just be big?
I think no, no. I feel like one of those people that just can't accept change with this. Normally, I don't mind like when things have to change or whatever. This is the one thing that I have found myself to be like, man, I love that that's happening, but I fucking hate it. And I'm somebody that like watched, oh, man, a lot of trauma. Um,
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
You were the one that told me about those movies. Yeah.
they're
Yeah,
so good. The Andy Kaufman, I think, is the guy, right? Um, such an amazing guy.
yeah,
Amazing what they've been able to do for the film industry in such a cult and way that so many people have no idea how effective it is. It's where James Gunn came from, uh, and how he moved up, and it's one of the reasons why they do like little cameos or whatever in his movies. But anyways, um, I hate it. I remember watching it as a kid, and I remember being traumatized because it's so fucking gnarly.
Yeah, for
Um,
real.
and maybe in like six or whatever. But I remember the cartoon, Nuke 'Em High, you name it. And with this, it's like, man, yeah, I can't. I hate it. I want to see it
Uh, let,
still. I don't get me
Do you really
wrong.
just
let,
hate it because it's different, or like would you have done something specific different?
you, okay, I think I know what it is. Can
Yeah,
I
yeah,
float
yeah,
something?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you hate it because it's like a big time actor doing it?
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. Yeah. Like I
Because I know the
go for
charm of like the old trauma movies is like you have some known name actors that was let's be fair, it's kind of bad
it.
acting,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yeah,
that
it's almost
adds to
like
the
a
charm.
school project or
Yeah,
something.
that's
Yeah, yeah,
part of
yeah.
it.
And then like the only time you might see like a Lemmy Kilmister be a quick cameo, as the
Mm-hmm.
president of the United States or something
Yes.
goofy like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I would appreciate it more if it wasn't his acting. And not saying his acting is bad. I think Peter Dinklage is a really good actor. But I and you know what? Maybe when I watch it, he'll be able to still have that charm about it. I just feel like by what I've seen in trailers and what I've seen him do, I feel like I wouldn't be what I was looking for. Uh, and I wonder about the surrounding cast too, with him being in there. I know that they definitely got some other high-end people in there. I mean, not a lot, I'm sure, but still, like,
Bet he's soaking up all the money and you haven't heard of anybody else. So maybe you'll still love it.
I forgot who else was in it. I've seen them, but yeah, you're right. And that's the
Cause,
thing. I
cause
just need to
even
watch
then,
it.
he's just gonna be in like he's not gonna be in the scenes where it's actually the Toxic Avenger fucking people up. He's just gonna be in the talking scenes.
Oh yeah, Elijah Wood. That's who I was thinking of. He's in that as well.
Oh yeah,
But I kind of
he's good.
expect him to be in it.
God, he's getting old too,
Is that is
Yeah, he
that
is.
is that not
along with all of us.
is that not like a good I mean, I feel like Elijah Wood would be slumming it with the low brows. You know what I mean?
Oh
Um,
yeah.
but yeah.
You know the thing with Elijah Wood
Hmm.
is because he looked kind of like boyish most of his adult life. The reason he feels so old now is because it's like he skipped being an adult. It went like a young teen looking kid to like an old man.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's
I'll
true.
just always remember him as Harry Potter, even though I know he didn't do Harry Potter. He
Wait,
humans
what?
look so much like him.
No, they don't. No, I see what I see it mentally. I
Yeah,
see it, but
yeah. In my
Oh,
head,
you
like
mean
Frodo and Harry Potter are like the same.
that's like when
okay?
you look at
Okay.
two photos like at the same time, but your vision blurs them both together to make it
Yeah,
look.
dude, my brain does the exact same thing with Tom Selleck and Burt Reynolds. Like, I
Okay,
understand
that
they're
one's fair.
completely different people, but in my mind, they merge into like a fucking Voltron.
Yeah,
And for the life of me, I can't tell you who was in Mr. Baseball. It was Tom Selleck,
yes, Tom.
obviously, but
So yes, I think too.
that's because Mr. Baseball
That
is an amazing movie.
No, it's not. No, it wasn't.
Yes, it is. I watch Mr. Baseball once a year at least. Do you not? Are you not American?
I would say Mr. Baseball was bad. Uh,
Jesus.
give me like Field of Dreams or something.
Tom Selleck wasn't even in Field of Dreams.
What about yeah, I'm okay with that. What about now we're talking about baseball movies. Not
Moneyball,
no. Uh
Brad Pitt,
God, what was that? The one I remember that movie. That was I actually liked that
Angels in
movie.
the Outfield,
Angels in the Outfield was
The
so
Sandlot.
good. Yeah. Oh, it was like $1,000. No, 10
That $1 Million Baby was boxing.
Oh, there we go. I was thinking of that. When I think of Tom Selleck, I think of that movie. I don't know why.
Boxing, boxing, baseball.
This is
That's
the
not a
most
thing.
unhinged
It
conversation I've
is.
ever had with you in my entire
I
life.
know. I
And that's saying
we
something.
never talk about movies, man. We gotta change that.
Oh my god.
Okay, so anyways, welcome to the Sandpit. We got off on the rails a bit. There's a few things I want to talk about today. Atlas got a little more information. Um,
Well, I hope it got weirder.
kind of. Uh, Not really, but yeah. Let's see here. I want to talk about cryptozoology. Did I say that right?
Cryptozoology. Yeah, you nailed it.
Yes. A few things that we kind of chatted about a little bit last time. Uh, Kind of want to talk a little more about that. I started looking up I didn't look up a lot, to be real with you, about Bigfoot, but I looked up a little more uh time frame wise, or I started to, and
Oh.
I didn't realize how long it's been that Bigfoot's been reported. Um,
Oh yeah.
how old it is. So I kind of want to just chat about that a little bit. Um,
He went extinct.
I hope not.
and what if it was something? We'll get to that. Anyways, uh, and I'll be honest with both of you. I really want to reach into some political stuff. The thing I hate about it when I talk about it is I'm not the person to go to for the facts. I can only talk about my feelings of what's happening. Um, and I hate to be a voice that does that. But I feel like, man, I want to talk about RFK Jr. and how much of a piece of shit he is and how he should be lobotomized like his mother.
Please, I
Oh
would love
shit.
for you to tell me
Oh
because
shit.
I know nothing about that dude.
Oh man. Okay.
I'm so disconnected from the news cycle. All I know are rumors and wild speculation.
So this dude more recently kind of talked about how I believe I think it was the CDC. You know, I'm going to shoot off to the side on this a little bit. So um he basically was called before uh, his not his peers, but so, you know what? I'm just gonna repeat what he said. Uh, he said
Okay, okay.
he said basically that uh, when he was walking through the airport to where he was going, he was looking at the children's faces, um, their movements, the way they act, and stuff like that. And he basically said that they have all these children have all these diseases or things wrong with them because of social media, the amount of things that they ingest, all that stuff. And because of that, I believe that's the reason why what he used, the reason he used to fire the head of the CDC, I believe. Um, but he
Oh,
basically,
so he fired the head of the CDC. I didn't even know that.
yeah, he told her to I believe he told her to resign, but she refused. I think it's a her. And I could be completely wrong, of course, just tossing this out there, because I totally didn't grab the information beforehand. I grabbed the information about the crypto stuff instead. Um, but basically, they're gone. Along with a few other people, I believe, that have to do with vaccinations, because he said that the vaccinating people or vaccinating kids is what's causing them all these problems. Plus, that makes them autistic, and all
Oh,
this.
really?
He and when asked why he hasn't talked, who from the CDC, what experts from the CDC he talked to, he said that he has talked to no one, that he gets his information from a different source, um, which is I would assume is the internet because he sounds like
That's absurd.
Papaw. Uh, Looked up something and you know what I mean?
Dude, that's one thing if you're gonna go on the Joe Rogan podcast and talk shit. It's another thing if you're actually in charge of like
Yeah,
big
Yeah,
doctoring the entire fucking population of the United States and setting policy. That's crazy.
yeah,
I know the Trump administration has been like systematically like removing
oh yeah, yeah,
like people from positions and replacing them with loyalists. Like that's been the Trump playbook forever.
yeah,
yeah, and you know, you run into this situation that we're in now. Like, I don't care if the politician, I don't necessarily agree with them. I would like someone competent in those positions.
yeah,
Even if I don't agree with them, it's like, all right, well, at least I know that it's not going to get, you know, there's a level of bad it's going to get. With these guys, who the fuck knows where the bottom is?
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Bipartisan is one thing, dude. Being an off the rails fucking lunatic is another.
Hmm.
With like no
Right.
qualifications. Absurd.
So absurd. Um, but yeah, I just man, speaking of hate, I
Yeah,
hate him. I
the central
really,
theme.
really would love to lobotomize him. Um, that's
Let's
that's
let's
me
get him out
being.
onto our yacht with that fucking with that dolphin.
Oh man, he don't get. I would let the dolphin go at him. Um, but yeah, and it's the thing too with it is with his mom being forced to be lobotomized, I would expect somebody to go through that experience and think, "Oh man, we should have better control over what we're doing to each other." You know what I mean?
You'd think so, right?
Yeah.
Someone going through that would have a little more compassion for other people.
And the worm in his brain from eating roadkill is so weird. But anyways,
I heard about that. Yeah, yeah.
I'm
Wait,
gonna
what?
so I don't know when it happened, but apparently, for a while he had a worm that was in his brain, parasite, from him eating roadkill.
Do we know what kind of worm?
That that explains a lot, actually.
A little bit. Let me see.
A lot. Depends on how much. Depends on how much of a meal that worm had before they took it out.
Uh,
I wonder what kind of roadkill.
it says was likely a pork tapeworm larva.
Tapeworms. I've heard about that. I've heard about
Mm.
people trying to take tapeworms for like diets,
Oh
and
yeah,
sometimes they get in your brain and kill you.
yeah,
Oof.
Oh shit.
it's rough. Okay, gonna slip away from that. I got my hate filled out. I feel better. God, you're right. Hate is
Feels nice, don't it?
Hate's a
enjoyable.
fuel.
Yeah.
When you're feeling down, oh, hate can get you going.
You know, I personally ascribe to spite. I like spite specifically
Yeah,
because
Spite's a good one.
spite is hate and revenge before they get you. You know, it's like pre-revenge.
I like that. I think that'll be a interesting topic for us to talk about in the future. Um, I kind of have some ideas. But anyways, so what do you guys want to talk about first? Some of the cryptid stuff? Do you want to talk about Atlas first? What are you feeling? Since we kind of went sideways.
Oh man, I'm just
Oh,
thinking about other stuff
that's
I hate.
another movie. That's another movie.
I'm thinking about parasites, people I hate, things I hate.
It's
Man,
all consuming. That's the bad thing about
I
hate.
I don't hate Bigfoot though.
Yeah, Bigfoot's
I love
so
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot's been. I mean, I don't know how far back it's gone, but way far back than I thought it would. Uh, like
You said you did some research on this. I
just a
think
little
I
bit.
remember a story from like the 20s, like the 1920s. Is there anything before that?
Still, but man, I like 400 BC.
Where are you finding someone's account of Bigfoot from 400 BC?
It was on a scroll where it was apparently a man that was covered in fur, and they were holding a tree.
Wow. Where did they find this scroll? Do you
I
know?
don't. I totally forgot where. I didn't read too much into it. Um,
Okay.
but it led down a rabbit hole of peop. I mean, like the Yeti. How far back that's gone. Um,
Yeah.
I believe like what the monks have known about the Yeti. I would say monks loosely, but there's been stories about them for forever, and that's, in my opinion,
Yeah.
a Yeti is a Sasquatch, a Bigfoot.
They got so many different like hairy man in the forest,
Yeah,
like cryptids in so many civilizations that just like
Hmm.
independently they got their own,
Hmm.
and
like dozens and dozens.
that's the
Yeah,
thing. Like how many people have to see it for us to not express that it is something that we should investigate? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's all worth investigating.
well, they often get like experts of like sea life or whatever often or sometimes find like this rare fish they thought it was extinct like
Mm-hmm.
thousands of years ago, but that's just
Coelacanth.
because they have that specialized knowledge, right?
Yeah.
But so it happens a lot, we just don't know. The thing with Bigfoot is you don't need that specialized knowledge to look at a Bigfoot and be like, huh, that's not anything I know of, you know?
So I'm gonna
I
tell.
think they're just so human. I think if you really wanted to look into Bigfoot, what would you even specialize in?
Right.
Anthropology?
Yeah, that's
I
the
don't
thing.
know.
It would go into I forget what it's called, but has to do along the lines of paranormal. Um, fuck, I forgot what it's called. But I think there is a thing for Bigfoot, or not Bigfoot, but those types of things. Um,
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure some kind of like primate specialist or something.
yeah.
Mhm.
So I guess
No, but I'm saying that you don't need that specialized knowledge to recognize that, oh, that's a very rare thing that not many people know exists, you know?
Yeah.
so. I do
So it's
go for it.
Mhm.
Sorry.
No, I was just saying that.
Mm. So I do have.
I think, sorry,
No, you're
just
good.
so I
Go
can
for it.
ramble for a
Yeah.
second. I think we've been looking for Bigfoot and cryptids for so long. We come up empty-handed so many times with like trail cameras, videos. You'd think now with cell phones we'd have even more photos of them. At a certain point you got to think maybe Bigfoot can't be photographed. Or here's my fun line of thinking. Maybe if you try everything that makes sense and it doesn't work, you got to start looking at the stuff that makes less sense. You know, like when
Mm,
you lose your car keys and you check like the top 3 places they could be, and you're like, I can't find my car keys. Maybe I'll go check the freezer. Maybe that's what we got to do with Bigfoot. Maybe we got to stop looking in the forest at night with cameras. Maybe you got to like, I don't know, get out to like a JC Penney parking lot with a microphone. I don't think I thought this through, and I regret having started to talk.
No, I get what you're saying. Um, you change up the recipe because something different needs to happen. Otherwise, there's no way we're gonna find it. It's just what's it, the definition of insanity? You do the same thing over and over, expecting a
Yeah,
different outcome.
yeah,
Uh,
we got to start doing crazy shit to catch Bigfoot, like standing outside with a net. I don't know, dude. Lure him in with something Bigfoots wouldn't normally eat, like chocolate cake. I don't know,
mhm.
man.
Yeah, just change it up. Um, so I do have a story from about Bigfoot from my brother-in-law. I totally forgot about it and was reminded more recently about it.
Really?
Yes, he had an experience with Bigfoot, or whatever. He says Bigfoot is a massive creature. Uh,
Ooh.
so he hunts as often as he can. Uh, he's killed deer. I want to say a bear, but I'm not too sure. I know he hunts deer though. Um, but he is aware of what a bear looks like in person. So what he was talking about, not a bear. Uh, so he tells me that he went hunting one day. Went out into the woods. Don't know where. I want to say somewhere in Colorado when they were living out there. Uh, and what he does is he props himself up against a tree, sitting down, uh, and then covers himself with mud and leaves up to his neck, so that his scent's gone and that he can look for anything coming. He does this to where he's viewing a field that has a hilltop at the end of it, from his vantage point.
So he doesn't even have any blaze orange showing or nothing. He's just
No,
ghillie suited out, full camo.
yes, 100%. There
That's
to
brave, man.
hunt.
I'd be afraid of getting shot by other hunters.
Yeah. Um, yeah, he doesn't live that life. He lives the life of this is what I'm doing. He's a great guy. I love him. He's awesome.
He's like, I will become the Bigfoot.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, 100%. So he says he's sitting there for like 2 or 3 hours. He hasn't seen anything, and then over the horizon of the other side of the field, he sees trees start to sway, like if the wind's blowing, but it's only like one tree that does it, and then another one will move. Um,
That's creepy.
yeah, yeah. He said he started feeling uneasy when he saw it, and then he said that he started to see ahead of something like over the horizon. And at first he thought it was a guy because he saw head and shoulders. And then he saw like it just kept getting bigger and bigger, coming over the horizon. And then he said that it looked like a giant man covered in hair, or fur or whatever. Um, and he said that it stood up there at the hilltop for a minute, and he went to go to look at it through his scope, and when he did that, it immediately started running directly towards him. So he said he jumped up, started running away, and he looked back, and it was like halfway through the field already, of this long, big giant field. Um,
So,
and then he said he kept running. He heard it behind him, and then he started to not hear it, but he just kept running, got to his car, got in, and drove off. But that was his Bigfoot experience.
that's the most horrifying Bigfoot story I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, it said
Holy
he said
crap.
it scared the shit out of him, and he was like, "There's no way it was a bear. It was it was running on 2 feet." And he said
Oh God.
it looked like it had like a small tree in its hand or something like that.
And he was that camoed out, and it
Yeah,
saw him from that far away. And could tell that he was like pointing the scope at it.
yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
I mean and it's one of those things that's really, I mean, that's a hard experience to go through, I would imagine. Uh,
Did he ever return to the woods?
no, he said he stopped hunting for a while.
I've heard
Hmm.
that a lot when people have encounters like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, even if it's not Bigfoot, I mean, something charged your ass. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, you're sitting there with a rifle. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
figure most things charge you, you'd be pretty brave about it.
Yeah. That
Mm.
too. Um,
Sheesh.
that's like my grandmother. They used to hunt, and she was in a deer stand up in the tree, fell out of it, and there was a boar that was charging her, so she shot it and killed it.
Ooh, your grandma's stuff.
Yeah, she she used to carry a pistol in her purse. Um, anyways, so Bigfoot, man,
Grandma fell out of a tree stand and killed a boar that was charging her.
yeah, yeah,
What a legend.
fell and shot that shit twice. And then mounted the head at their house. It was enormous. That thing was fucking huge, man.
That's amazing. She killed it in one shot. Like, boars are like legendarily tough.
She said it took two shots. Um, but yeah,
That's still
like
pretty good.
like the first shot spooked it enough to where she could get a shot on the side. She said,
Yeah. Nice.
"Yeah, she's lucky she's alive, or she lived. She's dead now."
Hey, congratulations to her. That is a cool story.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So with the Bigfoot though, especially with, I mean, even with it being late 20s, let's say, um, and let's ignore Yeti and other things of that nature, for it to be talked about for so long, for so many things to be seen throughout so many places, I'm sure there's hoax out there, but how much of that percentage is real? And then what is Bigfoot doing besides existing? Uh, could it be?
Raising a family.
Can I throw a theory out there?
Yes.
What's your theory?
Perhaps the scroll you were talking about and a lot of like other stuff are hoaxes, but they're hoaxes created by Bigfoot and planted by Bigfoot.
A disinformation campaign.
Yes.
You know, Loch Ness Monster. As a kid, I loved the idea of a dinosaur, more or less, still being alive in a lake that would have access to the ocean through an underwater cave or whatever. And then to find out like the legendary picture of it, the shadow, that it was a hoax.
Yeah,
That was shitty. That was
I know the
shitty.
one.
Yeah. Um.
There were still tons of like anecdotal, like reports of people seeing them.
Mhm. Yeah.
Maybe Nessie's still out there. Maybe.
Maybe. I doubt it. I don't think. I think that's one that for me has turned into uh I want to say that's turned into it's fake, but I think back to all the stuff that I read about it and watched about it, and the character witnesses and things of that nature. Maybe there's something there, but maybe it's just not what we think it is, you know?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, man. I always loved Loch Ness growing up, but they've done a lot. Haven't had very many recent reports. Maybe even if
Yeah.
there was something, it probably died out. But
Yeah,
there's still lake monsters in all the other lakes, right?
yeah. I always hear about
Everybody's got their own lake monster.
Placid or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
Lake Champy, Lake
Mhm.
Champlain.
Mhm. Um. Chupacabra. So I think that, and this is where I think a lot of cryptozoology, different cryptic monsters come from, is the hybrid of two beings.
Mm,
Because with the chupacabra, the animals that they have been able to capture and say we think this might be a chupacabra have always been uh, described the same as what the people have seen. described a chupacabra to be, and the DNA that they tested with these animals that they found was if you don't know what the description of a chupacabra is, more recent, more realistic, basically a skinless or not skinless, a furless dog that drinks blood and has fang-like teeth, I believe. Uh, they found animals like this, tested the DNA, and the DNA was that of both a wolf and a coyote. I think it was a coyote. Yeah, wolf and a coyote.
I mean, can they interbreed like on their own?
So that's the thing. What if I don't know? First off, let me start with that. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't know
I would
either.
have to look that up. Um, but that kind of falls into the line of what I think about it is, what if yes they cannot or no they cannot interbreed. I mean they're able to breed, but you're not going to get a wolf coyote to come out.
I
Um,
mean, and even if you did, it probably would still like eat meat and stuff.
right,
Like that's a really big departure to kill a whole animal and just drink its blood. That's really inefficient.
right.
Like,
They said that the blood was, or the reason that the animal probably wanted the blood was because, or drank the blood is the amount of iron it was required to for the animal, um,
mm,
because the animal itself didn't have that much iron in its own blood.
yeah.
So I looked it up. Apparently, a wolf and a coyote can breed,
Hmm.
but the offspring is already known about. It's called a coy wolf or something,
Hmm.
and it
Mm,
looks nothing like the. It looks nothing like the. Like the like I know exactly the dog or the
Yeah,
weird things that you're talking about that they think is the chupacabra. That thing does not look anything like the
right.
what it should.
So
So
my line of thought about that is, what if it it for a chupacabra to be born is a 1 in a million chance, like an albino version of it, except it's a mutation so drastically in the opposite way. I mean, you could attest it to evolution. Maybe it's a step of evolution that is being stopped because it's inefficient. Or but that's where I what I think the chupacabra and a lot of cryptic stuff is that of a hybrid of beings, but the percentage of that to happen is so low. That's why we see it so few and so far in between.
all right, I'm willing to buy that it's like a hybridization thing, but I don't think it's natural, man. I think it's human intervention, right? Where did the chupacabra pop up? That's right, Puerto Rico. If you were gonna run a secret government facility to create militarized hybridization programs,
Yeah,
you do it on an island where if it escaped, it couldn't make it far and wide and reproduce on its own.
and
You keep it local, keep it trapped.
Bigfoots are just human hybrids that have escaped and know they'll be shunned.
Yeah, that's right. Alien human hybrids.
Yep.
or
Because they
human
can't
gorilla
hear your
hybrid.
requests.
Uh, as
Is
a
that possible?
what about Mothman,
Mothman's creepy.
dude?
We're talking about like the uh the prophetic like creepy Mothman, not the Tick's sidekick, right?
Right. The dicks?
The Tick?
Oh, the
The
tick. Oh, they
tick.
said the dicks. No, yeah, we are definitely
Whoa.
talking about
Wait.
we're definitely talking about Mothman in, is it Pennsylvania? Virginia? Virginia, right?
Something like that.
Hmm.
It was like a
Hmm.
bridge collapse or something.
Yes. Well, I mean that's where a lot of people apparently saw him it appear and disappear or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there was that movie a while back with, I forgot who it was. Um, but yeah. Uh, and in the town where that bridge happened, they have a statue of Mothman with made to look like how it was described, with red
How
eyes.
was he described?
I believe it was like an all black shadowy figure, with wings of a moth and bright red shining eyes. People always attest it to, oh, it's just like a big owl or something along those lines. Um, but they can't explain like why the eyes were glowing red. But again,
Wow. Yeah, I pulled up the little
hybrid,
statue. I pulled it up. That is quite a striking statue.
yeah. Uh,
Nice abs,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
good pecs, kind of like a butterfly wing thing. Absolutely no dick.
Oh, you don't need that when you're doing that.
I guess not. But serious glutes, really clapped up, which you might need to
I,
flap the wings. I don't
I
know.
mean, yeah, I could imagine. Um, I remember reading about like how if humans were able to fly as if we had wings, the how big the wings would have to be just to lift our asses off of the ground, um,
I think we just have to get skinnier.
hollow out our bones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
the bones is what keeps us grounded.
Yeah. So what if a Mothman was just a hybrid of an owl and something else? You know, like I what if it'd be amazing if we just one day somebody who has who raises dog or raises wolves and coyotes like, oh my God, I have a chupacabra.
That would be amazing if it was just as simple as like baking and you just combine the
Mm-hmm.
ingredients and you get a fucking new Pokemon. That'd be so fucking cool. But I feel like actually running a hybridization program where you combine like fucking frog DNA with owl DNA and gorilla DNA, you're not gonna get like a superhero. You're gonna get something really fucked up that can't even like stand. So I think it takes real work and like real science to figure something like that out.
Oh yeah, yeah, I can imagine. Uh, that it could be like that. I think that's right.
Like even when you just make two dogs fuck that shouldn't be fucking, like a pug and a Rottweiler. Like you can't just leave them alone. They're gonna do it. Someone has to hold the dog up and make it do its business. And then like they're gonna come out with weird genetic defects. It's like it can't even breathe right.
Have you seen the husky corgis?
I have not.
That I wish I had one. They're so
I
adorable.
Dude, I love corgis. I
But
love Dachshunds. I love anything with tiny little legs. It's the funniest thing to me.
Isn't the corgi the one where if you breed it with something else, it just looks like a corgi trying to look like that dog?
that's what yeah, kind of, yeah.
It looks like it's
It
just wearing a disguise,
the
you know?
the corgi huskies look like it has the head of a husky and the body of a corgi. I'm going to look it up now. Okay, so
I'll have to see some photos of this.
Yeah,
okay,
just look up corgi hybrids. The husky is one of the first ones that pops up. There's also a poodle corgi that looks kind of cute. They always look cute.
Oh, fi-
They're all cute.
oh my God,
Find
yeah,
me a corgi Rottweiler.
oh here it is. I think this is it.
Mhm.
That's real.
Oh, that's pretty cute.
Did you
You
find it?
see, it's like corgifying any other dog, basically.
That dude looks like my cousin Glenn. Holy shit.
Wait, what?
Don't worry about it.
Um, so we're reaching the 54 mark, 55. Let's see here. Did we talk about, we haven't talked about Atlas yet, right?
Now, we talked about things we hate. We talked about animals fucking that shouldn't fucked.
Maybe they
We
should.
talked about RFK's weird brain worm.
Hate them. Hate.
What else we got?
Hate. So Atlas. So there's been small findings. Uh, I believe. Let me see if I got it pulled up still.
I
Um,
think I heard they pointed, like NASA finally pointed some of their big stuff at it, right?
yeah, James Webb got pointed at it.
Oh, that's
If
the big boy, yeah.
yeah, uh, it showed that it has a. It does not have a tail. It is bright. Uh, it's burning CO2
Hmm.
on the sun side, so it has this bright light shooting like right.
So it is off gassing, but it's off gassing CO2.
Yes, it's off gassing CO2 and nickel.
Nickel?
Yes. So that was the new finding. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. It's loading. I'll just read it from what I saw.
I'm not an expert, but if it's that what creates the tail usually?
I
It
think
has no
so.
tail.
Huh.
Maybe you just need more water for a
The the
tail.
the I believe so. Like the tail that it has is on the front of it more or less. It's shooting out forward, I believe. Kind of like bursting. I don't know how to explain it.
Well, that's not a tail then.
No, it's
That's
not.
something else.
It's a
That's
frontal
something else.
it's a frontal
Getting
cone.
horny.
Let's see here. The presence of
Getting
nickel without iron in the gas plume surrounding the comet. Interesting, this combination is typical of industrial processes used to manufacture metal alloys rather than natural formations known in space. Normally, natural comets contain both iron and nickel, as these elements are formed simultaneously in supernova explosions. The absence of iron in this case challenges our traditional understanding of the compositions of interstellar social beings, solidifying Atlas as one of the most whatever. Discovery. Uh,
That's interesting.
the study suggests
Mhm.
that the observed chemical formation may occur through the nickel carbonyl pathway, an extremely rare and exotic process in natural comets, but a standard technique in industrial nickel refining. Analysts of the gas plume showed that the comet loses about 5 grams of nickel per second at a distance of 2.8 astronomical units from the sun, a rate of the rate that increases sharply as it approaches the star. Following the power line gives you blah blah blah.
Wow. It's just spitting pure nickel.
Yeah,
5 grams a second is like
that's a fucking lot.
that's pretty juicy.
Yeah,
It's like an ounce every 6 seconds,
yeah.
which would be like a pound a minute or something.
So what a lot of people are trying to say is that maybe that the core of it has a nickel um, coating, more or less. The nucleus of the comet.
Oh, maybe it's like an alien spaceship that just accumulated junk and it's floating through space toward us. Or maybe it deliberately shielded itself from all kinds
Or
of weird cosmic rays.
so this thought crossed my mind. What if it's like space wreckage? What if it like gets
Yeah.
near us and we kind of it's like a just like a piece of a ship that got blown the fuck up, and
What
then that's gonna leave a lot more questions than answers.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
that would be awesome if it just like it ends up being just a derelict ship from some
Right.
and we have no way of fucking touching it besides staring at it as it rolls by.
Oh, if
Hmm.
only we could intercept it, man.
hmm
How many
It'll be
miles of
kind.
pure nickel is that thing?
Well,
You know,
it's
it kind of reminds me of the ending of that movie, The Mist, where they were
Oh
like
yeah.
in the car and they just see that giant thing passing by, and it's like, oh shit, like what can you do?
yeah,
Yep. That was a messed up movie.
it's
Yeah.
good movie.
I liked it. Yeah,
There is a series that kind of loosely followed it,
really.
or loosely followed their movie itself, like how the movie went, where there was a mist forming on the mountain, it ended up being from a place that government was testing. Um, anyways,
Yeah, it was a Stephen King story, right?
yeah,
Yeah, the story was a lot less. Well, I mean, the movie's ending was very bleak, but
Yeah.
the actual story's ending is like more bleak in terms of global
hmm
consideration. No, the mist did take over in the book.
Oh, it was a they did some good work with the special effects in that movie.
yeah,
Like
they
the
did.
monsters,
Yeah,
very scary, but still,
yeah,
it was the people that were the real monsters.
like always.
Man, I'm having a flashback to the series I watched where like the mist controlled the people. Anyways, um, yeah, people are shit.
Yeah, not
Hey, I
everybody.
have a
Everybody.
so let me apply this. So what if somewhere there's a Bigfoot telling another Bigfoot, "Yeah, man, I was just taking a stroll. All of a sudden, I see this guy pointing a rifle at me. I had to charge him. Like that was fucked up. That was a scary experience,
That too.
Yep.
It was
right?
just responding to what it knows,
Right?
which is a rifle's bad. He's gonna shoot me. Fuck him.
Yeah.
I have actually heard a lot of Bigfoot encounters and testimonials where, like, it seems like Bigfoot knows exactly what guns are.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
I mean, it makes you. We were joking around about this, where like maybe Bigfoots are uh interdimensional beings or aliens or whatever that or beings that are used to scout the areas, and the reason that they look the way they do is camouflage. Uh, it's a lot because most of the time when you hear about Bigfoot, it's I saw him come out into an open area, not I
Hmm.
saw him in the woods because he blends so well in the woods. Uh,
Unless you're in the woods and you literally bump into them.
right, or he bumps into you.
How about this one? What if Bigfoots are actually humans who are time traveling?
I I believe Stoba mentioned this to me once.
Oh, okay. Never
I don't
mind.
remember this theory. I don't.
Yes. God damn it, Stova. I
What?
hate your memory.
What did I say?
This is something Stova told me, and then he's just no, I don't. I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Well, you gotta remind me. How is Bigfoot a time traveler?
I remember you saying uh, that there's a theory that they're time travelers, and that they travel back in time to just observe us more or less. Um, and that's all
Oh,
they're
that
really.
sounds like something I'd say. Yeah.
And that God, it's like believe the lie, right?
I
Well,
look, man. I'm all about dog man these days. We stopped calling
well.
them werewolves. Now they're dog men.
So, so here's the thing. I don't think if they're a time traveler, they're necessarily here to observe us.
hmm
Maybe they're foraging for like some type of plant or resource or something that they don't have in the future, so they can replant it or something. Like that's why like they're in the forests and shit. You know?
Could be. Baby Bigfoot's a scientist, a botanist.
I
Hmm.
like I like to think that if they're time travelers, um, the reason they come back is to not observe us, but just to get away from what they're doing, and this is their way to relax. And then, oh great, some fucking people are out here. Like we're going into their backyard type of, I mean,
Maybe our reality is their version of Stardew Valley, and they're just going out to gather some resources to craft some new shit and get achievements.
Yeah, we're just a simulation. That's something we'll talk about at some point. I have strong feelings about certain things with that.
Oh yeah.
The whole our eyes in general, our eyes is my strong feelings. Um, anyways,
What, like eyes are too good to be true? Or eyes can't
Mm,
be trusted?
you can't trust it. There's
yeah.
they're giving you the information that they're giving you a lot of information, but they're not giving
Yeah.
you all the information.
Like
Uh,
80% of our brains are like devoted to our visual
hmm
cortex, you know?
and then the whole our immune system doesn't even know our eyes exist. Like,
Well, would you want it to, man?
yeah,
The last thing you want is an autoimmune condition in your eyeball.
I mean, what if our eyes are the real prison?
This, this is why you should never take drugs, Tom. You're one bad trip away from waking up blind.
You know,
Yeah.
I gotta take him out. It's the only way to
it's
see
the
the
only
truth.
way to see the truth. And it's just, it's a fun thought. Um,
I I will say I definitely had an experience where one time I had my eyes closed. I even had a blanket over my head, and I could see perfectly in shadows all around me.
mhm.
Oh yeah.
Just once.
S-
It was fucking. And then I checked, and yeah, it was exactly like it looked like.
s-
So
So,
Maybe.
remember the tunnel of light that I told you about, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
that same place. When I would go to sleep, I would sleep in an extremely dark room, no light at all. It's how I love to sleep. Um, I would be able to see sound with my eyes closed. If I turned the fan on, I would see waves of white light just go over my eyelids. Um, if I if I hit something, I would see a wave come from that sound. I haven't been able to do that in any other place. Um, but that is something that really bothered me because at first I thought, oh, well, it's just how I'm interpreting everything. But the fact that I have not experienced that anywhere else kind of messes with me. Plus the tunnel of light thing, that whole place was so fucking weird, man.
Well, isn't that what Daredevil does?
Yeah, yeah, kind
yeah,
of, yeah.
Yeah. I
Echolocation.
don't I don't think that's unheard of in like scientific literature, right? They got like synesthesia
Mm-hmm.
where like your senses can like cross mix and you can like
yeah,
taste colors and
like a
hear
certain.
flavors,
Yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah, but I think it goes further, and it's like, oh, 8 is a very like cherry flavor or something like you
Yeah,
start assigning different
Mm-hmm.
to even just like logical things like the month of May is it's ice cream month or something like for some whatever reasons or
very
like
specific stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know,
Yeah.
on top of on the subject of senses, this is stuff that obviously kind of is worth considering, but we don't even consider the very basic, like basic stuff. Like what trips me out is how if you focus on your hand per se, like you try to like feel it, not like touch it, but feel it, like you could actually feel it. Like you could shift your attention to like anywhere in your body and you start to feel it more, right? And that's
Yeah.
just like very basic built-in biology that we all have, and that even that we don't stop to consider like, well, if it's that must mean that I could always feel it. I just my brain is tuning it out,
Yeah, it's a big
right?
Mm-hmm.
filter.
Yeah.
So then obviously it's doing that to everything else, you know?
On the
Always.
subject of eyes telling lies, I had one the first time I did a really big dose of mushrooms. I had a great time, by the way. It was a great trip. Nothing negative about it. I spent a lot of time on the floor with my shirt off. That was some great carpet, man. Oh, I love that carpet. Anyway, I did end up staring into the bathroom mirror at one point, looking at my eyes, and I got the distinct impression that the ghost shouldn't see itself, and I had to get away from the mirror. And that's the only time it got weird. I got away from the mirror. I was fine. I think I might have touched my eyeball and gone like, "That's cool that I can do that." And I was done. I was done. I was good.
It's so eyes are so wild, man. I
Yeah.
never knew that we have no nerves in our eyes. You can cut your eye and you don't feel it.
Let me tell you, man, you'll definitely feel yourself if you poke yourself in the eye. Maybe not inside the eye, but man, the
I was gonna say you feel the pressure of the eye being pushed. Um, but like
a
when
corneal scratch, man, those hurt, dude.
dude,
Oof.
so when they forgot, when they have to readjust one of your pupils, not pupil, but maybe your corneal. Um,
Maybe. Eyes
they
got lots of parts.
they have you stare at a dot as they cut into you, and they don't give you any anesthesia because you have no way to feel it.
That's wild.
Yeah. I was talking to a guy one day about it because he had it done in both his eyes, and I was like, I could never do that. They would have to put me to sleep. He's like, they don't have to do anything. You stare at the thing, takes about 5 minutes. You see the little blade or the needle and the blade come up, and then go away, and then you see
Oh,
like it's
that's
brand new.
awful.
Yeah. Uh,
I
anyways,
heard recovering from LASIK hurt really bad though.
yeah. It burns your pupils,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's what I heard. Well, they have to like peel off like the lens that covers your eye before they can laser it down.
Oh yeah.
So like they peel it off, then they flap it back over and stitch it or some shit, and you gotta wait for that to heal.
Dude, fuck that. Um,
I don't like it.
yeah, I don't either.
So you go full hole in your eye.
I
Just
mean, you need the hole.
just
Light's
rip
gotta
them
get in,
out.
right?
Just rip them out.
Oh
But I
no.
mean, when you take off the lens, it's like you open that jar of peanut butter. Like nothing's in the way.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's true. You could sneak a little thing in there, nobody would ever know.
They'll never know you got a little. It's like, we've talked too much about eyes. We'll talk about it again. The main thing for that for me was that one test where they shoot particles through two slots, and it
The
changes
double
when.
slit
Yeah,
experiment. Yeah.
I have thoughts about that,
Oh yeah.
but we're gonna
I
wrap.
love quantum mechanics, man. They're cool.
Yeah,
They don't make sense, but they're cool.
it's very cool. We're gonna wrap it up here. Always awesome. I'm so happy we were able to do it. Sorry it was
Away
so
from
weird schedule this week.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Abe? Abe?
He's
Hello?
gone, man.
What'd you say?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I said I kind of have to go because there's an event